Right, I hope you can see that. Right, we're going to be doing a little live. I'm going to be having a vape and a cup of tea while people join. Let me just turn that to the side. There she goes. The light's a bit bright. So let's just turn the lighting down a bit. That looks tidy. Right, hello, how are we? It's me, nice to see you. You've changed your name on there, Thanos, by the looks of it. You've got some new detail going on with the names there. We're going with a horizontal live today, something a little bit different. Nice for you to jump on there, Thanos, and just trying a different style. We're going sideways now, horizontal with the cameras. So anyway, I'm going to have a swig of my tea while people jump on the live. In this video, I will just show you, we're going to be creating a simple door with all the lines. And in this video, I am going to be using the plunge saw. And that's the only tool I'm going to use to create this door. There's going to be no routing. There's going to be no Festool domino. There's going to be nothing. Now, the full video with this and measurements and everything I've used to create chamfers on the guide rail, all of that is going to be posted on a later video today, which I just need to edit, which I haven't got a lot of editing because I managed to do it in big takes, which is great. So, yeah, this is what we're going to make. A simple door out of one sheet of MDF is something that can get you out of trouble when you're in work, when you need to knock a quick cupboard up. It's just all done using the guide rail. It's nice. It's clean looking. Using the guide rail gives you nice chamfers on the door. I don't know if you can see them on there. They're looking neat and tidy. So yeah, we're going to go ahead with the video. I'll show you how to do it. I don't know if any of you do this style of work, making doors with guide rails and plunge saws. But I just thought it's a nice little video to do. Clean. It looks neat and sharp. It does, Thanos, yeah. I was pretty surprised when I made this door earlier. I was well happy with it. I just thought, you know what, it's great. It's something you can knock up quick. You can use it. You don't have to be too fancy then. Cutting stiles, rails, using Festool domino, making panels and everything else. You can just knock one of these up quick on a job. It can be part of a side job on a job you're doing, like a little cupboard you're knocking up. But that's not the main job. Obviously, if you're doing a main job, you want to be making nice shaker doors because that's what customers like. But if this is just something you're doing on the side as a favour, these doors can be great for that. So I'm just going to have a swig of my tea and then we will go live with this video. Obviously, we're already live. So we got the door. We spoke about the door. This is what we're going to make. It's only quick and easy. That's all it is. I'm not used to working looking in this direction, mind. I'm not going to lie. I'm usually working the other way around. So any of the videos that you see, I don't know if you can see my face in the video. I don't think it harms. As long as you can see the table by here, that will be great, won't it? Right, so all we're going to do is we're going to cut the MDF. I've got a spare piece over here. This was my test piece, so I'm just going to mark this. I'm going to get rid of this bad bit and then we can crack on with the video then. Don't know if anyone's interested in this video. So where's my tape on? You always put something down when you're on live. I don't seem to lose stuff when I'm filming my normal films. As soon as we go on live, alright, you can't find it. It's always the same. So I'm just going to skim this side quick now. I'm just going to get rid of this. Let's have a look. Let's get rid of this bad bit off the end here. Trying to do it so you can see in the video, that's all. Right, so we're going to get rid of that. So yeah, stay tuned. There's going to be a video posted later. Let me just get this out. I know the rugby's on today, so I know a lot of people in the UK are going to be watching the rugby. I would like to watch the rugby as well. So I'm just going to do this live and then we're going to end it so I can watch the rugby myself. So I'm just getting this clamp off here quickly now. I should have got it ready. These are nice clamps. I don't know if any of you used them. First time I used this earlier. It's an awesome clamp by Festool. Very impressed with that. And what it's doing on here now, because we're going horizontal, anyone that comments, they're gone. Where are they? Ah, right, they come on the screen. How are you, Troy? I'm just figuring out how to stream on horizontal mode. So, obviously when we're on horizontal, I've got to touch the screen to read the comments by the look of it. Yeah, I know, that's a great attachment, Troy. I used it earlier. I was very impressed with it. So if you haven't noticed, Troy, what I should have done on this live, I should have put a photo to show what we were doing. We're just going to be making a simple door using a plunge saw and a plunge saw only. So that's what we're doing. I'm just going to size this MDF quickly by here now. And then I'm ready to rock and roll. So, but like I said, I'm in reverse. I don't normally work this way round. I don't know why it feels so awkward on this side of the table, but it's just something that I'm not used to. So I've set up for this side now. I'm just going to cut this and then we'll mark up the door then. That noise then. Just knocked something, the offcut. Let me just move them out of the way so we don't trip on them. So all I had to do with these doors, alright, this is the way I made the last one. It is nice and simple. And you know what, I've gone and put my tape down once again. So all I've been doing on these is 75mm stiles, alright. All of this is going to be posted on the channel, how to knock these up quickly. So I had to put my 75mm marks in on the side. Alright, nice and quick around all four corners. Let's go this way as well. So we've got our stiles and rails and we'll mark them out then. Nice and easy. So if you've got a little cupboard under the stairs, you want to make a quick door. You don't want to go too fancy, you don't want to pull all your tools out. You can just grab your plunge saw and you can go ahead and do it like this. So what I like to do with these doors now is I like to mark everything with a pencil so we can see what we're doing. Alright, spin the guide rail around. Great for marking out the guide rail because you've got a nice straight edge. Alright, so there's the two rails. Now we'll spin it. Pop him over there. I'm going to use the 800 guide rail for this bit. So I'm not going to knock my camera over because we've done that before. So we just mark these here. Same goes for this side. So this is our basic layout of our door then. Alright. So that's that. So now that we've marked that out, obviously we're just going to cut on these lines. I'm going to put another couple of lines in the middle here now and line them up, so I'll just figure that out quickly. Let's have a look. We'll get it all marked out and then we'll be happy then. Let's have a look. I think we'll just go with that for the video and that'll be lovely. It's only a quick video this. So we'll just mark them lines in there now with the other guide rail. I should have just got all the measurements figured out before we started, but on live I don't want to try and bore you too much. I'll jump back on there now and have a look at the comments quickly. Don't know if anyone's from the UK on here. There is this awful illness going around. I have had it myself since last Friday, now we're a week Friday, and I have been really rough. I don't know if those of you were on my live from last week. I was ill doing that live. I don't even know why I done it. But I'm still not 100% today, but we've created a nice video for you to put up later. So there's the general layout of the door, alright? Now we're going to plunge saw these lines. we're going to plunge sew these lines, and we're going to plunge sew these lines. And then I'm going to set up, and on the main video then, if you'll check out my YouTube later, I've worked out where to put your guide rail on the back of the door to create a lovely little chamfer, so you don't have to do the maths and work that out yourself. So there is no router involved on this job. It is all done with a plunge sew. Nice, simple and easy. What was that? I just seen comments jump on here. I'm tapping the screen and there's nothing coming up. So how do you get them up? How are you, Danny? I am feeling a bit better, Danny. Good day, Mark. What are you thinking? What am I thinking? Hang on. We got loads going on here. Right, if you're doing a lot of them, you can make a gauge block of 75mm, for example. Push it up to the rail, job done. That's exactly how I do it, Troy. That's exactly the same sort of methods that I use. The only problem we have is when we come to do doors on a job or something in someone's house, it's always one door or two little doors. We never get a chance to do a set of 20, 30 doors. That's always great. We can make the profiles for them then. I'm just going to have a swig of my tea now, and then we can go ahead and just cut these lines. Like Troy said, you can make templates. I'm slightly out on this. I've just marked it up quick just to show you. This one was figured out with a bit more maths, and it's all bang on, that one. So all I'm doing with these, you can have a look now. I'll just plunge the lines and I'll show you how clean and nice it actually looks. I'm liking the effect of the plunge sew on you. I'll just grab the other door now just to show you. Alright, so these are the lines done on the plunge sew. But if you're not happy with these little lines, all you can do is double up on all of them, and I think it'll turn out quite nice. They're actually a nice door. They're solid, obviously. You got your 18mm timber, you got nothing to worry about, warping and whatnot, as long as you seal him up and paint him up nice. Job done, in my opinion. So we'll just go ahead and cut this. The magic number I found for this cut was 5mm. So we'll just set the saw to 5mm and we will go ahead and cut. We will just spin the door around and we will do the second cut. Same goes again, right the way through with your line. Line up the guide rail, nice and easy. Nothing complicated, is it? This is such an easy door to make. There's your second cut. Grab your guide rail to do your side cuts. Just line him up, quick and easy, look. There we go. Get your saw. All it is with this now is starting the cut, not hitting the line, taking your time with these cuts. The next few cuts, you've just got to take your time on them. There we have that cut. Obviously make sure you're not coming over this side and knocking those lines. That's all it is. Take your time. Then we got this cut. As you can see, we're already halfway through the door. It's only taking seconds to make. Alright, now we do this cut. So there's the general shape of the door. As you can see, I'm trying to get it in, look, see? We've got the lines here and here. So we'll just go ahead and cut these now. It never looks good when I'm looking at it on camera, but it does look awesome on the filming. So there's that bit, all right? Now we'll go ahead and cut these lines in here, and then we've got to spin the door on his face then, and then we've got to 45 the saw just to cut the chamfers on the front of the door. So I'll show you how I go about doing that. Just get these 3 cut now. I'm just going to have a puff of my vape quickly. You can see me on camera doing this now, can I? Right, so a swig of my tea. So the same goes now for these next 3 cuts, alright? We're going to do the next 3 by here. I haven't got my little bench now. I've got a little thing I put my saw on the other side, but I haven't got it this side, and it's winding me up a bit. Less bending, see? Right, so we just line up now. We got 3 of these cuts to do, nice, quick and easy. Obviously take your time not to knock the lines. Here's cut number 1. Why didn't that turn on? I thought I seen dust then. The dust extractor didn't fire up, did it? Right, so let's carry on with this now. We've got the middle line to cut, which is by here. I'll just show you this quick. And here's the final one. And then basically we've got the general layout and look of the door cut. And it only takes 5 minutes, doesn't it? So you can go from just having a solid sheet of MDF as a door, which looks boring, chucking a few of these lines on there, alright? It creates a nice looking door. I know it's not fancy, it's 1 sheet of MDF, but you know what? They do look really nice. These, I like them. Right. So look at that. We've already got the general door now. We've got the lines, we've got the stiles and rails. All we need to do with this door now is put a chamfered edge on there. Now normally I'd use a router, but we can do it with the plunge saw. So let's just spin the door around here. I'm just trying to make some way to show you now on this video so it all works nice. So we're going to go that direction. I'll just clamp the workpiece down as well. Alright. That clamp's not wanting to go. So there's a measurement that I found. Alright. If you just stay tuned and watch my main video that I'll be posting later, the measurement for this will be shown on there. And I'll show you now the cut and how it looks after we do the cut. Alright, I won't go into yapping for ages on you of all the measurements. You can see the video later, you can get the measurements off there. So I'll just mark this up quickly. Alright, then we're going to set the saw at 45 degrees. Alright, let me just sharpen this pencil, because these need to be bang on for it looking nice, clean and parallel going around the door, otherwise they'd be out of line. Right, let's mark this up. You can probably roughly see what I'm doing anyway on here. So there's my marks. All I will do now is get the clamps on the rail. Because what I don't want is any nightmares going on while we're on a live, because we've had a couple of them over the past. What's going on now? Come on you come. There she goes. Very tight, these clamps. Don't want to work, is it, on live? Bit tight, this one. Why is she being tight then? Do you know what? I don't know why that won't go on there. It's just been on and come off, and now we won't have none of it. Stopping that. Does it go on that way? Oh, it's tight. Right, so I'll slide in from the other side. For some reason it doesn't want to go on. Because it's safety first. When you 45 these saws, they love to tip and move. So obviously you need a clamped guide rail for that. It's always better to be safe. And just get that into there. Right, she's finally in. Push that down there. They are really tight, these. I can't complain. About there we're going to go with. Just pop this other piece in here. Might have a bit of a kink in my rail on the other end, see, I'd imagine. Pop that in there. Line these up quickly. There she goes. Tighten that off. Right, so I will line this up now and get my saw set quickly. That took longer than expected. Like I said, whenever you're on live, nothing goes right as per usual. Clamp this off. Need to move that. No, she's nice and tight. Lovely. So, all I had to do then to create the chamfer is I had to set my saw. Pop my hose to there a sec. So we're just going on a 45-degree cut. Alright. 45 degrees. Let's get the saw set there. That's 45 there. Tighten that side off. And then I just set my saw at 25 millimeters. Alright, that's another magic number you need to remember for these. Alright, once those two are set, you've got your two marks lined up on your guide rail. Obviously get your dust extraction in. And I'm not looking at the camera much, I'm just trying to get this all sorted for you to get it all nice. And then we can go ahead and do the cut. There's the cut, we'll have a look at him. Looking nice, we've got the nice chamfer going on there. Alright, see? Lovely stuff. So we'll go ahead now and do the rest of the cuts. Where's that one? So we're on this side now, so we'll just mark him up quickly. And see, it don't take long. Obviously, I was messing around with that clamp then. If I were messing around and I was all set to start, it would have been a hell of a lot quicker, wouldn't it? And all you do is put your marks on, clamp your workpiece down, save anything moving, get your guide rail, clamp your guide rail, which is there. No, hang on, I got a couple of extra marks on here. Let's just feel, that feels about right. That's about the same. Right, there's that one. And there's that one. So, go ahead and clamp this up. That's all clamped up. Now we'll go ahead and do the cut. Whoa! And that's why you need to buy those anti-tip things that go on the saws to stop the saw coming over the edge. It's the only problem with doing a cut like this. The saws get top heavy in this direction. Obviously, if you haven't got the battery version and you've got the standard TS55, it's a hell of a lot lighter doing 45-degree cuts. The problem comes with this saw is when you've got the batteries. But there we go. I stopped the saw from hitting the floor, which was nice. Something moved then. Look at that. What's happening to there, but something moved. Did you see that, Dan? I think I need to move this clamp in a little bit further because she moved, Dan. Let's have a look at this. Unclamp that. I don't know why this clamp don't want to move. Oh, she's having none of it again. That's loosened off, look. Right. Always goes wrong on a live, doesn't it? Right, that should be nice now. So we'll go ahead. Let me double check these measurements. I've got so many lines on here. We're going to line up to the wrong one now. Right, there's the one. Put a little mark on there. Put a mark on there. Now I can go ahead and clamp up because that wasn't clamped correctly. There's that. Line that one up to there. And line that one up to there. Let's just make sure this is tight. That is tight. Clamp that. That's nice and clamped. That's nice and tight. That's as tight as it's going to go. Now I can go ahead and do the cut, which took 10 minutes too long. Undo the clamp. If I can find that. There we go. Let's have a look at that. That's looking beautiful. So obviously, as you can see now, we've got a nice chamfer running up here. So we'll go ahead and do the sides now. Alright, that took 10 times longer than what was planned. Pop this on here. About there. Move that out the way. And I can clamp down now. So I think I'll clamp down there. I didn't do that earlier. What's going on now? Move this to there. Lovely stuff. Right, so now nice and tight on there. I'll go ahead and mark up. Excuse me. Mark these up now. So all you want to be marking up on here, obviously I'll put it on the video, right? If you just measure by here, 172 mil, alright? When you actually put the guide rail on there, to the side of the guide rail, tip your saw to 45 degrees and set it at 25 mil deep. It'll create that beautiful chamfer on the end then. So there's no messing around, trying to sort it out or nothing. I've worked out the measurement for you then. So I'll just reset this clamp now, because it's a bit tight. I loosened it off. That's tight. Or is it that one that's moving? No, that's tight. That is loose. So let's have a look. About there is perfect. Retighten that. And what I'll probably find is now is my clamp is in the way, is it? No, she's good because she goes sideways. So we'll just clamp this off now. we've got our 2 marks, one there, and these marks are set, like I said, at 172mm. Don't know what's going on there, but that don't seem good enough to me. Loosen that off. Let's try that. Messing around with this clamp more than what I should be now. Didn't have this nonsense earlier, but it only happens when you're on live, see? Right, that's good. That's clamped off nice. That is wonderful. Right, but there, that's where we want to cut. They're not perfect, these clamps, but they're alright. I like them. It allows you to freehand on work like this. Right, here goes this cut. Obviously, like Troy said earlier on the video, if you've got a load of these doors you're doing, all of this becomes one hell of a lot quicker. But if you're just making one, obviously it takes you more time setting up, figuring things out. But like I said, if you watch the main video later, if you've got 5 minutes, all of these measurements will be on there. But all I'm doing is measuring in 172mm, lining my guide rail up to that mark. Alright, and once it's lined up to that mark, it gives you that chamfer. It's only about a 5mm chamfer, if that. And it works out just right, I find. So let me just line this up by here now. Do this final cut on this door. I think the guide rail moved on the first cut, so we'll just reline and recut our first cut as well. No harm in doing that. That's perfect, nearly. It's about 1/2mm in, but there, I'm happy with that just for this live. Won't be too fussy on live. Here we go. Let's do this cut now. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to do the final cut. Right, let me have a look at them. They're looking awesome, that's looking awesome, that's looking awesome, and that's looking awesome. Do you know what, it's not too bad, like, I'm happy with that. So that's it, look, see? We've got the door, right, there's the chamfered corners, look. It runs right around the door. There's the other side. That's the one that the guide rail moved on earlier, so I can realign that. So I haven't got a problem with. It's just for the live this. Obviously watch the main video, they're all bang on. And there's that one. So we've got the nice plunge saw door, right? All cut with a plunge saw. You got the lines, you got your styles, you got your rails, you got all your corners. Nice chamfer running all around the perimeter of the door. Simple, quick. How long we've been on live? 34 minutes. So if I didn't have any of the nightmares that we was having, obviously trying to set that clamp up, which was a bit of a pain, but now we're over all of that. We've made a door within ½ hour. So if you're doing a project in your house, yeah, it's quick and easy, Denny, innit? I'll be posting a full video of this later on my YouTube. I'll just edit it up a bit. But obviously I thought I'd jump on a live and just show you. So if any of you want to jump off the live then later on and watch the full video, you can watch it in there. And obviously you won't see any muck-ups and everything going wrong that does on the live videos. So, yeah, it's a simple door. I just thought, can we make a door with a plunge saw? And can we avoid using a router? And obviously you can, look, alright? It's a simple door. There's nothing fancy or nothing about the door, but it does look good. You know what I mean? That's a nice looking door. Bit of paint on there, you can't fault it, can you? Plus it's a solid 18mm sheet of MDF. You got your nice chamfered corners to paint, which will come up beautiful, and you don't even have to pull your router out. And the beauty of doing this, and rather than using a palm router, all right, you're going to have less dust, all right, because palm routing, I've got a palm router by here. This is a Makita, it's not a Festool, and I've got to use this little nozzle by here, this reducer, and my Festool hose goes in there. Now the problem I have with this router is it does create a lot of dust. Now obviously you will be routing your corners with your door, but what's the harm in using the method I just showed you with a guide rail and that? When you got your clamps set and your guide rails all set for these doors, you can have 2 guide rails on the go, all right? You can have one for doing this cut and the other one for doing this cut. So when you're fully set, yeah, I know, MDF is very dusty down here. So you can have your guide rail, you can have one long guide rail for doing this side, a shorter one for that side, with all the clamps set to the right sizes instead of me resetting everything on the video. And you can be very efficient with that. You can be quite quick making the doors. So you can have 2 guide rails on the go, get rid of the palm router, pop that aside. You're all on dust extraction, you're going to have less mess. I'm not saying everyone wants a door like this, but this is a nice door you can knock up on a job, nice, quick and easy, something I've come up with. I haven't seen anyone using plunge saws on YouTube because I did search it first just in case somebody's going to say I'm copying. But yeah, I haven't found anyone making doors with plunge saws. Obviously you can do the same with a skill saw. You can use a skill saw to make the door as well. I'll probably do a video on that. But there's more setting up using the rails and clamps and everything to try and keep all the lines nice and straight. But you know what I mean? But if anyone is into carpentry making doors, you're going to have a plunge saw now. So yeah, I'll go back to the house now. I'll get the editing done on the video. It won't take me long. I've done it in some good takes. I'll see you lot on the next live. I hope you had something from this video. For those of you who haven't been on here before, give us a like and subscribe. No problem, Troy. Obviously, I'll jump back on next week now, but I'll probably be feeling a hell of a lot better. I'm still not right. But yeah, we'll come up with some more videos from that. Yeah, take care as well, Denny. Thank you for jumping on, boys. Anyway, we had a couple of regulars. Not as many people as what we normally have on here today. But I thought I'd jump on here just to see everyone again anyway. But yeah, it's a nice little door. So I'll see you on the next video. And I'll pop this video up on my YouTube later. Thanks a lot.